What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hammerstein, and just today I am really excited to check out the first phone on this channel here in 2023, and this is the OnePlus 11. And of course, this is one of the brands that I'm always very familiar and fond with, and I'm really thankful that OnePlus has decided to send me here a review unit for me to unpack and show you guys. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start off here with the packaging, and again, this is just the review unit. You're not going to exactly get this. Normally you're going to get this from the retail stores, and over here as well we do have the OnePlus Buds Pro 2, which I did enjoy the Buds and Buds 2, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, so do not worry. And of course, if we unbox this over here on the bottom, I always do like their unboxing style because they always gave us a lot when it comes to this. I mean, I already did, I think, since the OnePlus 8 Pro, and they've given us this over here. Let's see what else we are going to get. So if I just gonna move this to the side, okay, some paper here. Oh, nice, sliding off. So normally they're gonna give me a phone case, but so happened that this time they did not give a phone case. And here we have the welcome to Cloud 11. And now let's check out the phone from this box. Very classic red, which I really do like. And of course, it does have the Hasselblad logo on the bottom. As you can see, here's all sealed and ready to go. And let me just clear off all the things here. And just looking at this phone, when I was just setting up this phone, I wanted to admire the design over here. So first things first, in terms of weight, it is a chunky phone over here. It is very weighty, so it does give you that nice premium feel to it. In terms of the design, I really gotta say I really like the color here. This emerald green does look really solid. I'm not a big fan of this kind of glossy designs. I did wish that it came in with a matte color. I think similar to the OnePlus 8 Pro. I think that was a really solid color, but of course here it does give you a nice feel to it as well. And we have the fonts here, which is a lot on the bottom. And going on to the camera designs, again, I really like this camera designs. It is made out of stainless steel on the inside, so definitely a lot of protection to protect those huge cameras over here. And I do like that nice embedded designs on the sides. And yes, on the side here we have what has returned, the alert slider, which was removed with the OnePlus 10T. A lot of people were complaining about it, like, come on OnePlus, what were you doing? And finally they have heard us, and they have given us back the alert slider that we have over here, so you can switch it between silent, vibrate, and ring as well. Very convenient and very OnePlusy. And of course we have the power button on one side, and we have the volume rocker on the other. And just looking at this phone, it is a really nice solid phone. And in terms of the protection here, we do have a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus on front, and also it is made out of glass on the back here as well, as you can feel. And going on to the panel on the front, what we have here is a curved display, a nice 6.7-inch display. So it is a very big phone, and of course very enjoyable to watch your content. And in terms of the panel here, we have a nice 120 Hz AMOLED panel to give you that nice sharp colors, your deep blacks, that nice accurate things that you want to see when you're watching your content. And here we do have a nice LTPO3 display. So what does that mean is that it's able to efficiently detect your usage here to save on that battery when it comes to changing your refresh rate. So when you're not using, it's able to go down all the way to almost 0 to 1 hertz. And of course, if you're just scrolling through, it does give you that nice buttery smooth, and it does kind of cater to what you are doing. So with that LTPO3, it is, I think, the first time I have actually heard it on a phone, and we do have it here with the OnePlus 11. And in terms of brightness, it can go up all the way to 1300 nits, which is very bright. Here in Malaysia, definitely we need that extra brightness over here, and it can go from about 500 to 800 nits, and again, maximum of 1300 nits. So what we can do here is to check out some content with this 1440p panel here, and just see how good is it.
Hey, get off of me!
all right. So looking and sounding really, really nice. So definitely using this for your content watching, your Netflix, your Alice in Borderland, all this Cobra Kai. I think you will enjoy it here with that nice display. And just going on to this phone, I mean, in terms of the spec wise here, it does come with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs storage. You cannot expand it with any micro SD. It is pretty common nowadays anyway, so it's not a really big surprise. But here we have an UFS 4 storage, which is really, really interesting. I think this, again, is the first time I've seen this, and also LPDDR5X RAM as well. So really, really high-end specs. And of course, the main thing here is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor. So it's able to do a lot more things faster, more efficient. So definitely, like, using this phone, you're not going to have a lot of issue. With the OnePlus 10T, I didn't face a lot of heating issues. We are going to see this over here, which is the first phone that I am actually reviewing with that specs over here. I'm going to see with my usage if it does hold up, and of course with that RAM management as well, which I want to go on to my next segment, which is the software side of things. So over here, it does come with your Cloud OS, and I think it's the latest one, definitely the latest one here. So it does come with Oxygen OS 13 on top of your Android version. So yes, it definitely gives you the best of the best, and I think they have definitely refined it over the past year or so. I know they had some minor glitch. And what you can see here is that they do have the RAM expansion here as well. And of course, one of the things that I really do like about Color OS is the fact that you can just swipe down to access your quick settings and notifications. And also, if you swipe down one more time, you can go on to all your tiles. And let's go on to settings here, which I want to talk about the next thing. And that is the battery on this phone. So here we do have a 5000 milliamps of battery, which is split up into 2500 each. So there is two sides over here. And it's able to charge up with the 100 watts brick charger, which does come with the global set. So it's able to charge up from 1 to 50% in just about 10 minutes. That is just insane. And 1 to 100% in 25 minutes. That is advertised. Of course, you gotta tweak some settings here of the Wi-Fi, change it to 1080p, and that's what you're gonna get. So yes, in terms of battery, you would get about 1 full day of usage. And of course, if you are down with battery, again, you can charge it up really fast with the Super Vogue charger. And of course, we do have all the specs here, which I'm super excited to check out. One of the major things I really do like, simple feature, which is the double tap to lock. And as you can see, the fingerprint unlock on this is really nice, and it does have the face unlock as well, which is catered to the side. So the selfie camera, it is pushed to the side. So in terms of software, this is what you're going to get, a very nice clean software. But we are going to definitely see with the RAM management and other things as well, if it does hold up and if it still is buggy compared to previous phones. So last but not least, let us talk about the camera. So in terms of the selfie shooter, which is located on one end, I do prefer it on the center for some reason, but it is located on the side. And we do have a 16 megapixel f2.4 sensor, which is able to record up to 1080p at 30 fps, and it does have your gyro EIS. And just looking at the camera app over here, what we do have is the night mode, video mode, photo mode, portrait mode, and more. And this is all the stuff you're gonna get. So you can get your pro mode, long exposure, tilt shift, dual video feature, very useful for you bloggers out there. Your long exposure, time lapse, slow-mo videos as well, and of course you can rearrange it as much as you want. And going on to the rear cameras on the back. So on the back here, we do have a triple camera setup, starting with a massive 50 megapixel f1.8 sensor, which is your main lens, and it does have your dual autofocus and OIS, and it does come with your 32 megapixel telephoto camera. You can go up to 2 times of optical zoom, and it does have your dual autofocus as well, f2.0. And lastly, we do have the ultra wide, the 48 megapixel f2.2 sensor, and it does give you 115 degrees field of view, and it does have your autofocus as well. Of course, this one here does give you your Hasselblad color calibration, and it can record up to 8K at 24 FPS, which is really awesome. And it does have your gyro EIS as well. So enough talking about these specs. The main thing that we want to check out here is how good are the cameras. So I'm going to take some shots over here. Alright, so that is it with the OnePlus 11 and a good start to the year. I mean, this is definitely a really solid phone for you guys who want to get into OnePlus. You want the highest end specs, you want everything that you need. Of course, this thing is missing out the wireless charging, which is a feature I do use a lot, but I know some of you guys don't really bother about it because you do have your super fast charging. But all in all, I think it's a really solid built phone. It does give you crazy amount of specs. The cameras here do look very nice and decent as well. And I'm just super excited to use this as my daily driver, as I will be giving you my final review at the end when I'm using this phone. So if you guys did enjoy this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. And also do follow me on my social as well on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also here on YouTube at Dr. Hammerstein. So that is it. This is Dr. Hammerstein. Stay safe, take care, and wash those hands.